In a hypothetical battle between Art the Clown from Terrifier and Pennywise from IT, determining a winner depends on their respective abilities and characteristics, as depicted in their movie franchises. Pennywise, IT. Nature. A cosmic, shape-shifting entity, likely an ancient, interdimensional being, that primarily feeds on fear, especially from children. Its true form is the Deadlights, a reality-warping force. Powers. Shape-shifting, illusion creation, reality manipulation, telepathy, near immortality only vulnerable to specific metaphysical conditions like the ritual of Chud or collective courage overcoming fear, and physical manifestations that can cause real harm. Pennywise can become almost anything its opponent fears most. Weaknesses. Its power is tied to fear. Without it, Pennywise is significantly weakened. It was defeated by the Losers Club through courage and belief, exploiting its dependence on psychological dominance. Combat style. Prefers psychological warfare, breaking opponents mentally before killing them. It's less about brute force and more about manipulation, though it's physically formidable when needed. Art the Clown, Terrifier. Nature. A supernatural, possibly demonic killer clown with mime-like qualities, whose origins are vague but tied to a sinister entity revealed in Terrifier 2 as a force that resurrects him. Powers. Immortality, survives fatal injuries like decapitation and gunshots, superhuman strength, stealth, reality-bending abilities, teleportation, minor tech manipulation, and a knack for sadistic creativity with weapons both conventional and improvised. He's silent, enhancing his eerie presence. Weaknesses. While incredibly durable, Art has been temporarily incapacitated, e.g., by Sienna's mystical sword in Terrifier 2*, which seems designed to harm supernatural beings. His reliance on a mysterious entity for resurrection suggests potential limits if that force is neutralized. Combat style. Direct, brutal, and unrelenting. Art savors physical violence, using gruesome methods to torture and kill, often with a theatrical flair. He doesn't rely on fear the way Pennywise does but creates it through sheer sadism. The matchup. Setting. Let's assume a neutral environment, like Derry's sewers, where both are aware of each other and motivated to fight, e.g., Pennywise sees Art as a rival for victims, Art just wants to kill for fun. Analysis. Fear factor. Pennywise thrives on fear, but Art's behavior suggests he's fearless or incapable of it, e.g., he kills himself nonchalantly in Terrifier without knowing he'd return. If Art doesn't fear Pennywise, it neutralizes Pennywise's primary weapon. Pennywise's illusions, e.g., turning into a giant spider or a victim's worst nightmare, might not faze Art, who'd likely laugh or shrug them off, given his sadistic glee. Power comparison. Pennywise's cosmic abilities outclass Art's in scope. Pennywise can manipulate reality on a larger scale, create tangible illusions, and potentially trap Art in a mental prison if Art has any psychological vulnerabilities. However, Art's immortality and resilience mean physical attacks from Pennywise, e.g., claws, teeth, wouldn't permanently stop him. Art's teleportation and stealth could keep him elusive, countering Pennywise's attempts to pin him down. Tactics. Pennywise would try to outsmart Art with mind games, but Art's straightforward, chaotic approach might disrupt this. Art doesn't overthink, he just kills. Art's arsenal, knives, guns, flails gives him an edge in close combat, but Pennywise's shape-shifting could counter this by becoming intangible or massive. If Art's entity, the little pale girl or whatever empowers him, is involved, it might balance out Pennywise's cosmic edge, though we know less about its limits. Outcome. This hinges on whether Pennywise can find a way to exploit Art's psyche or if Art's relentless nature overwhelms Pennywise's need for control. Pennywise's defeat in It came from kids rejecting fear, suggesting vulnerability to fearless opponents. Art, lacking fear and backed by his own supernatural resilience, could keep coming back no matter what Pennywise throws at him. However, Pennywise's reality warping might trap Art in a stalemate, e.g., a pocket dimension where Art can't kill. Verdict. Short-term fight. Art has the edge due to his fearlessness and durability, likely frustrating Pennywise's tactics. Art could win a physical brawl by outlasting Pennywise's manifestations, as Pennywise struggles against opponents who don't play its game. Art's sadistic creativity might even unnerve Pennywise, who's used to being the predator, not the prey. Long-term fight. Pennywise's cosmic power gives it more versatility. If Pennywise realizes Art's entity is the key, it might target that force, assuming it's less powerful than Pennywise's true form. Pennywise could also trap Art indefinitely with illusions or deadlights, assuming Art's mind isn't immune. Final answer. It's a toss-up, leaning toward Art the Clown in a direct confrontation because his lack of fear and relentless aggression counter Pennywise's reliance on psychological dominance. In a prolonged battle, Pennywise might find a way to outmaneuver Art's simpler nature, but without fear to exploit, it's stuck in a brutal slugfest where Art thrives. Neither can truly die, so it's likely a stalemate unless Art's entity tips the scales or Pennywise pulls a reality-breaking trump card.